Mr. Respectable Ms. Beverly DeWalt and Mr. Matthew R. Malloy is our speaker in this open lecture. Honorable distinguished guests, academicians, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thank God, the Almighty, who giving us the mercy and blessings until we can attend in this event without any trouble and obstacles. Now, allow me to introduce myself as Master of Ceremony and Moderator in this event. I am Himayatu Salihah, who will accompany you in this open lecture on United States-Indonesia Science Cooperation in Higher Education Exchanges on November 15, 2016. The lecture will be jointly delivered by Ms. Beverly DeWalt and Mr. Matthew R. Malloy. Our first speaker is Ms. DeWalt from Division Chief Office of Science and Technology Cooperation, Bureau of Oceans and International Environmental and Scientific Affairs, United States Department of State. Our second speaker is Mr. Malloy. He is the representative from Science and Technology Officer at United States Embassy, Jakarta. Ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of you all, I would like to deliver the agenda in this event as follows. The first agenda is opening. The second agenda is our session with our speaker, Ms. Beverly DeWalt. The third agenda is our session with our speaker, Mr. Matthew R. Malloy. The next agenda is question-answer session. The last agenda is closing session of this event. As we have through the first agenda, now we are going to the second agenda, which is our session with our speaker, Ms. Beverly DeWalt. Please welcome Ms. DeWalt.
Yeah, view in this session. Because you have participants. Anyway, I'm very glad to be here with you today. I would like to speak with you a little bit about U.S. science diplomacy. So it's broader than higher education exchanges, but hopefully you can understand a bit better after we're done how the U.S. approaches science diplomacy and why it's so important our relationship with a number of countries, but in particular with Indonesia. So glad to be here today. Next slide, please. So I want to start out talking about the U.S. Department of State. A lot of people wonder, why is the State Department involved in science and technology cooperation? But our mission is to create a more secure, democratic, and prosperous world for the benefit of the American people and the international community. And why is science and technology so important to that? Well, first of all, it expands the number of entrepreneurs abroad and leads to social and economic stability. As you guys know, I presume that many of you are studying in those areas. Science and technology studies lead to a lot of the best inventions that we have in the world today. So the solutions to our global challenges come from science and technology, and those solutions lead to a better and prosperous world. Technology has enabled organizations to blend, collaborate, and demand change. And demand change on everything from how we deal with things from climate change to how we deal with our government, asking for things like rule of law, asking for good laws, good policies that support the ability for people to study, to travel, and to be able to invent and create. And making progress on U.S. and international priorities requires a data-driven, evidence-based approach, and scientists are at the heart of evidence-based studies. So that's why
Podcast virtual. Communication. Musik itu bang. Musik. Muni.
So this is my office, and
Check.
the moderator kindly gave me
Check.
full what that
Check.
acronym means. So it's
Hello.
Bureau of Oceans and International Environment
Oh,
Science,
deteksi ini ya?
and Science and Technology
Kenapa saya tuh, bro?
Cooperation. Those are all OES, STC. But our mission is to cultivate international science and technology innovation ecosystems that address global challenges and advance U.S. foreign and economic policy
Saya tulis ini
priorities.
ya.
And we do this in two ways. One is working on science, technology, and innovation for foreign policy. And these are efforts that we have to take to foster science, technology, and innovation partnerships to strengthen our diplomatic relationships. We just had a joint committee meeting on science, technology, and innovation with our counterparts here in Indonesia, which included the rector from your university. It's great to have her participate and highlight some of the great work and cooperation that has been done to address some of the social challenges that Indonesia faces, and we, as the United States, learn from that sort of work, and think that how we can apply in our own society and have the opportunity to exchange those best practices with one another. But we also energize cooperation in these areas to support our policy priorities. Everything from the social sciences that I just mentioned to things like climate change, oceans, how we do quite a bit of work with many other countries on talking about how to set up place policies or treaties, or sometimes cooperation on keeping our oceans clean and safe, and how do we manage climate change. The food, energy, water nexus is another area we focus. Cyber and technology. There's so much going on in that world as we look at things like quantum computing, the apps that numerous people across the world develop to address challenges that they have. We also do a lot of cooperation on higher energy physics. So some of you may have heard of like CERN and ITER, some of those big physics projects that are going on. We get involved in those to make sure that it follows international law and that we're able to make that cooperation work. The scientists get together and folks like the diplomats get together to make sure that everybody's cooperating in a way so that scientists can focus on the science, which is important. Advanced manufacturing, looking at things like robotics and these sorts of material sciences, and we also look at things like health security and emerging technology. So it really spans across a number of different topics. And then we also do foreign policy for science, technology, and innovation. As I said at the beginning, science, technology, and innovation drive solutions to our global challenges. So supporting a system that supports science and technology is really important. And part of what my colleagues here will talk about later today will address a big portion of that. I was a little bit remiss because I wanted to, at the beginning of my presentation, also introduce our colleague Alan Weinstein, and he's with our Fulbright program, and so he's going to also be joining us later today as well. But we'll turn the time over to him in a little bit. But some of the things that we work on to strengthen the policies for science and technology innovation are responsible product and research standards. By being able to develop those with our foreign partners, then it makes cooperation easier for you guys to do as scientists, because we're all working on the same set of standards. Everything from a particular discipline area where we might set standards for data collection so that the result that you get, the results that the US scientists are able to talk to one another and we're able to draw conclusions. So we work on developing those sorts of standards and sorts of standards of having an ethical approach to the way that we do science, and so that there's applicability of results and whatnot. We also advocate for women and minorities in science, technology, engineering, and math fields. It's very important. It's something we struggle with in the United States, but we consider that to be important because science and the best solutions to are bound. It doesn't just come from one group. The more groups that we can have that participate in that process, the better solutions we have, because everybody has their own perspective, and that's how you put your heart into your work, is you bring the problems and the challenges that you guys have, and I know that that's probably what led you to study where you are today. And so having more of the various variety of people out there that strengthens our overall approach to these things. Other things that we focus on are science and academia, open data, and we also do agreements to make some of these efforts work. Next slide, please. So we look at science and technology and innovation as an ecosystem. It doesn't just involve governments or academia or infrastructure, but it involves all of these different areas that I've listed here on the slide. Infrastructure, both the technical and traditional, are important, and that includes energy, the internet. In today's world, it's very important to be able to access all the information out there and to communicate with our colleagues abroad, and to strong educational systems and the kind of educational exchanges that we're talking about today. Governance, having a representative and accountable government is important, so that when funding decisions are made about science, technology, and innovation, that the commitments that are made go through and that the money spent actually go to the science experiments and studies that are out there. Freedom of expression, rule of law is so important to as we talk about moving scientific innovation from the lab to the market, so that intellectual property rights are protected and people are able to get patents and make it economically viable to continue to innovate. The policies that support all that, which I've talked about to some extent, but we found that policies that support science and technology and innovation and provide funding for it make for a stronger system, as well as particularly talking about innovation, making sure that funding is available. I know I'm not quite sure what the funding situation is here, but if you have policies that allow people to fail, so that you try something, most people that build a company fail once or twice or numerous times, that it doesn't wipe you out financially. So the policies are really important to be able to have innovation in this area. And policies can also support pursuing economic benefits, strong rule of law, which includes laws on intellectual property rights, patents, bankruptcies, and open communication with the public. Obviously, capital is important, particularly when we're talking about innovation, and it comes from all sectors, private and public, and then the culture that values science and that values education and people moving forward. So next slide, please. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about how science is funded in the U.S. because one of the things that I've learned at my job is we all do it really differently in all of the different countries. And some countries have one entity that funds all of the science, the universities, the labs, and they're all from one group. The United States is pretty much the opposite of that. Our science funding in the government starts out with each federal agency, and there are about 20 different agencies that fund science and technology or do work with science and technology. And each year, they develop a budget and submit it to Congress. And Congress responds to its own budget, relevant authorizations and appropriations. And then the president signs it into law. Next slide, please. And once it's signed into law, they tell each agency how much money they're going to get. And it's almost always less than what they ask for.
Suaranya cukup
When
kopi
you put that budget forward as an agency, you have to tell them what it's for. It has to support a domestic policy project.
Putusin
And then when Congress
putusin iki no broadcast ngambung
iki specific about it as well.
bisa langsung
So
data iso.
really it's a bottom-up approach. Because the budget is developed by the scientists and the leadership at each agency. There is no one directed policy that creates the science and technology funds or direction necessarily for the United States.
Malah gue langsung hangout loh.
Next slide, please. So this is a very busy slide, but it shows you kind of how it breaks out. This is a federal research agency. And the right at the top is the
Coba neng Google ini mau.
and they have
Orangnya wis sampai.
sub-agencies, sub-offices that
Itu
are there. Our National Science Foundation,
settingan wis yang gue upload nanti.
Department of Energy, NASA, or Space Agency, the U.S. Department of Agriculture are top top 6, and then the rest of about 50
Settingan
or
gue, nulis suara kan enak.
are those that do the science in the United States from the government side. Next slide, please. So I just wanted to give you a quick example of how this funding works. And
Aduh, ibu
this is,
device.
you can see the one
Yang
that's
recording.
drawn out. Funding
Oh,
is just one area,
Som.
and all of those different colors represent different focuses in health. So there's the
Recording.
National Cancer Institute, there's the National Institute of Aging, the National Infectious Disease and Allergy Institute. So there's lots of these different areas that are focused on. And each one of those get a budget to carry out research and also to manage their overhead.
Mungkin apa?
For the National Institutes of Health, about 10% of their funds go to intramural research, so about 10% of their work is done in-house, and 90% of it they assign out to other folks. And that's where we get a lot of our international collaboration. Is so the extramural research that these groups do, if they find that they have a mandate to say work on cancer, and there's somebody here in Indonesia or perhaps in Peru or Japan doing work on cancer that is unique, and we want to partner on that, but that's where the National Institutes of Health is able to fund some of that research. Next slide, please. I just want to highlight in the United States, even though I've talked about government funding, approximately 30% of the funding for science or research and development, and when I say research and development, it actually does include the basic sciences in this case, comes from the government, and 70% comes from private sources, and those are foundations, universities, private universities, and as well as industry. Industry is a huge funder of science for us. Next slide, please. So who performs the research? So as you can see from here, the vast majority of the science research is done by industry. So those like Dow Chemical or a number of others. I've spoken Dow Chemical at some point, so that's why they come to mind. But a number of other countries, a number of other companies do their research. Companies, and they're the ones that fund a lot of the progress that we make. So next slide, please. And while I said there's as well. And you can see a number of them on there, everything from Earth observations to Arctic science in the ocean. Next slide, please. A little bit about opportunities. And so if you've been asleep, now it's time to wake up. Because I realize the last part is probably not as interesting to you at this point in your career, but hopefully it'll give you a framework should you be able to cooperate or come to the United States for studies or to work on joint research together. You'll understand a little bit better how our system works, so it should help you navigate it. But I want to talk about things that are particularly useful to you right now. We have several options or opportunities, and one is called
Jajal OBS ya.
is anybody here familiar with that? Global Innovation Science.